Right, just bring on. Verse 7.
Right. So this is the book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 7, and then I'll jump to verse 10. Verse 7. For a bishop must be blameless as the steward of God, Yahweh power, not self-willed, not soon angry.
Not self-willed. That's very important. But sometimes when you're highly opinionated, how do you say it?
Opinionated.
When you're highly opinionated, you tend sometimes to think that your word is the gospel.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just because you think that the mark of the beast is not the chip, it doesn't mean so.
Exactly.
So you have to let the Most High lead you, man. That's what it
That's
means.
right.
Be humble. You know?
Unique.
In French, they say soit effacé, meaning like
Easy.
be in a way where you disappear so that the Most High can grow in you. Meaning like let yourself get out of the way.
To kill the ego.
Kill the ego and let the Holy Spirit grow in you.
That's right.
So that's very important.
Not soon angry, not given to wine, no striker,
Cannot hit your women.
no, not
Let's
given
get that
to
clear.
filthy lucre.
Who does beat his wife anyway? Like?
It says it in the Quran, you can strike.
Yeah, but that's the devil.
So that's why I want to make that point.
Yeah.
No, you don't strike her, man. Because you know, honestly, you know, everything comes from the Most High. So you have to trust the Most High with your wife. Sometimes your wife will be disorderly. You have to trust the Most High to bring back that order. You know, you can't just think that's someone else's child.
I mean, you be firm, of course, and you try to show the right way, but you don't strike them. That's the point.
Sometimes silence is even the and sometimes
That's right.
when the woman knows
That's
you're
right.
about your father's business, she don't have no choice but to respect that.
That's right.
And if she doesn't, the most are going to get rid of her.
Yeah, he will move her
Don't
out the way.
move
Yeah.
her out of the way.
Verse 10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers.
Oh, you see? That's one vain talker, man. Talking about, well, I would say this. Take the vaccine, man. Take it.
Even though when you look at history, it shows you that
That's a vain
And the
talker,
worst thing is
man.
he stressed that point.
Yeah, that's a vain talker, man.
Yeah, he did stress that point too.
Hey, listen, I used to be gay, you look bad. I don't care. If you see you come preach to me. You look bad. What you do is not right. I don't know how you get the strength to these things. Many people knowing that everything that you do, you will have to pay for. We got Ezekiel 20 waiting for us, man. We got the most, you know what I'm saying? That thing, sometimes when I think about it, I'm like, wow, man.
Shawana, we going with the drink.
I'm here for this.
For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision.
Well, meaning that point, the circumcision, I want to make a point on that. The circumcision, meaning those who knew they were Hebrew Israelites,
Right.
and who kept the law, the Levitical law,
Decision of the heart.
and didn't understand. But that one different. That one means those who knew they were Hebrew Israelites and kept the law, the Levitical law, but didn't really understand what Yahweh Shai came to do.
That's right.
And therefore, when you got people like Timothy, because Timothy, his mom was a believer, a true believer, but his dad was of the Greek fashion. So when the Christian read that, will be like, oh, his dad was Greek. And Edomite, no. His dad was an Hebrew Israelite, but following after the Greek custom. So you have the, and he was, and therefore, and circumcised, meaning he grew up as a Greek. Even in America, in a certain universities, don't worry about her. Even in America, there's brothers called the Greeks. In certain university, there are a fraternity called the Greek. Because they have the Greekish vibe about them worldly view. So it's the same thing, you know what I'm saying? The same thing. So y'all wanted to make a point on that. So when you say those are the circumcision, you're saying these are the people very stubborn that think they knew it all, you know what I'm saying? And was waiting for it to come close to me. I was waiting for it to come close to me.
Titus chapter 1, verse 11. Whose mouths must be stopped.
That's right.
So they must be stopped. Hey, that's what we do in this video, yeah? They must be stopped, man. I love when the brother emphasizes, because you have to let you have to make the word make it alive, you know? Make it
Like them
like,
pop-up
bring,
books.
yes.
I remember.
Up in it.
The spirit quickeneth. Make alive.
Yeah, so there must be stuff, man. Like, you not think that, you know, listen, that's why Paul, they say, yo, I'm rude. Paul was a rude boy, man. He was a done-dada rude boy.
But you know the funny
Hey, Paul was
for
tough.
him to even make that point, you can imagine how rude he must have been. For him to actually make the point that I may be rude in speech,
You have
but
to
not
remember.
according to knowledge.
Yes, you have to remember Paul, yeah?
Yeah.
He was running around the barbarians.
He was a Kabarian, he was a Banyamya.
He was running around the barbarians.
He was.
He went to a place, the barbarian was there, right? A venomous snake.
Yeah.
Bit him, yeah.
And he shook it off in the fire like that.
Yo, they were like,
I know.
Waiting for him to sweat off
Waiting
and
for the
drunk.
judgment, he
And
did,
all know they can't see him drunk.
and they were like,
Yeah, they're thinking, because when they first saw it, they think, okay, he got shipwrecked, so he missed his judgment. And then he said, look, the Most High now made his judgment, because now he must have been wicked, because now the snake get him, and then he didn't die of that
well, he got
either.
shipwrecked because the Most High sent him to these barbarians, man.
Yeah.
Those
right.
Danites.
That's right.
I believe in the spirit, they were Danite, Manasseh, but then these people been in Europe forever, man.
All right, you know what? There's a scripture. I can't remember the precise. I think it's in Deuteronomy, where it says that this is before we even entered into the promised land. It said that the Israelites were residing in Shittim, and they were having children with the daughters of Moab. Yeah. Now Shittim, that's Cyprus.
Yes.
That's Cyprus, which is a part of Greece.
There's a lot of check over there, like,
So the point I'm trying to make is, even before we even went into the promised land, the scripture says we were living in Cyprus, in Greece.
You know what? The Most High told Moses that we're going to go off anyway, even before we even got into the land. Respect my brother. The brother's going to get a prophecy.
hey, that's how you know. Okay, that's how you know that. Listen, me personally, I know that the Most High will never let down.
I know. Always provide.
My prophets shall drink, but they shall go thirsty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got that one as well, but you got as well the tribe of Dan.
The Danites, yeah.
Danite, they were the first one. They were doing business with the children of Japheth. So they went into like Europe. They went into Europe and that. So our people were there. So a lot of those Cyprus people in Greek there. Yeah, a lot of people from Cyprus and Greek there. A lot of them are Jake. There's even a group, I forgot the name. There was a rapper, a girl and a boy. Yeah, in the UK. They come from Cyprus. Look at Jake. Man. You can just see that in the spirit of the Jake. Follow me. Oh yeah, so
I'm going to read verse
carry
11
on, man,
again.
because you have
So
to
this
carry
is,
all the way through.
So this is Titus chapter 1, verse 11. Whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not.
The same people are back today. Because when this is about all houses, meaning like all camps, all manner of people Israelites are following these camps, man. And they listen to what they say. So when they come with the madness, people are following it. So Paul was saying, they must be stopped, man. And how do you stop them? We will tell you that, because of them.
For filthy lucre's sake, verse 12, one of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said, the Cretians are also liars.
And the Christians were Hebrew Israelites. So the same Christians are back here, you know, claiming to be in the faith, but coming with a lot of lies. What did the Bible say? You shall know them by the fruits. They're not bearing good fruit right now, man. All right, and that's sometimes they're good speakers too. And sometimes,
Oftentimes.
sometimes you know, oftentimes they know, you know, the history. I remember when I used to watch ICP people with the history, oh boy.
Yeah,
You know that the Hana is so deep in history that he was about, I never got to one video, but he was proving that even in Egypt, Jake was there selling not wheat, but lotus flower. And lotus flower, they had it in a way where when you sniff it, it puts you like in Brazil, in Ivory Coast, in Nigeria. The children from the street, they have like, they put alcohol in a bottle, empty bottle, or they will put like in cotton, and they will sniff it. Get them high, so like they get from the day. Yeah, when you smell that, it gets so high. So in Egypt, they were doing this. So they were just showing that the same niggas in Egypt are back here today. So listen, I commend them for bringing the history. They're very good at that, but then these days they're not in tune with the prophecies. Not in tune with the prophecies.
Yeah, can I just pull out this scripture precept on what I said earlier? So this is the book of Numbers, chapter 25 and verse 1. And Israel abode in Shittim, and the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. Now, the significance of this is that this is Numbers. This is before Moses was still alive. This is before we even entered into the kingdom.
Is that Shittim? Is it the one from?
It's the same Shittim. It means,
I thought it was the sea.
Yeah, no, but sometimes
Well, you're a checker. When you say something, you mean
so
Shittim
and Shittim is basically the same thing. Beside it.
Wow, people have been around forever.
Well,
Hey, will you think that those Plato, what's his name? There's that Greek philosopher,
Plato
and
Socrates.
I used to listen when I did literature.
Yeah,
in high school. I was deep into the philosophy, man. Deep into it. And these people were on the forefront. These were Jake.
Yeah. And so getting back to the scriptures again, Titus chapter 1, verse 12. One of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said the creation, which is the same people we're talking about, are always liars, evil beasts, slow bellies, always. Verse 13, this witness is true, wherefore rebuke them sharply.
And that's what we see now.
Paul was a serious brother, you know. That's why they had to stone him so many times.
I know, right?
He was a serious brother, man. Imagine, think about it. He was a serious, because that's the reason why every time he spoke, there was like a mini, uprising. Like people were like, "What are you talking about, man?" But boy, he was deep. He never spoke, but he was deep.
When he spoke, some things he said cut them asunder.
Exactly.
And that's why they would go for him to stone forever. Because they knew it reside with them what he's saying. It's what he's talking about.
Paul, he was arrogant. He was intelligent. Because Paul, he grew up as a lawyer.
He was a lawyer.
He was a lawyer.
He studied under one of the greatest Pharisees. What's his name? You know,
He was a doctor in the law.
Gamaliel, who was a doctor in the law, but he also made a famous decision, I would say, when the Pharisees were trying to determine if they should kill Peter, I think, and Stephen, Peter and somebody else.
Where they stoned Stephen.
But
he cut them up as well.
Yeah, but this was prior to that. And basically he said, look, if what they're doing is of the Lord, we can't stop it.
Said,
You know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Right. So he was a very learned man.
Yeah. So Paul was very learned, and he was sometimes rude. When I say rude, like the way he would come up with it, like this guy think he knows everything, you know. But yeah, he knew it, and the way
he was grounded in it.
He was grounded in it.
The way he put it as well. He brought with such intelligence that some people are so good that when they go to certain places, it bothers people. Like
his spirit alone would have bothered.
To be honest, I think that's the spirit of the prophets anyway. Because most of us, I can speak for myself. I know you can say. When you're speaking with other people and you start to bring the truth out, it riles up the spirit.
Hey, why do you think that guy that trying to be a bad man?
Yeah.
You don't care about no bad man. Because you got blood and flesh. That's it. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die.
That's
I'm
right.
scared of a bone-headed nigga that trying to think that he's a. See, when you look at people like that, you already know where this is going. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's not get diverted by, you know.
Verse 13. This witness is true. Wherefore, rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith.
That they may be sound in the faith. And that's where we're going. We want people to be sound. What it is to be sound in the faith is to really have understanding.
That's right.
So when you speak, you make sense. When you speak, you're in line with the prophecy.
And not only that, when others speak against it, you can stand strong because you're strong in the word. So they can't pull you out with their doctrine. You know, that's important also.
You're sound in the faith through speaking the truth, knowing the truth. You can't be sound on lies.
Having great understanding. You know, so it is what it is, man. And the Most High is cleaning up house, man. What it means is that he's exposing now the funny, you know.
Verse 14. Yeah. Not giving heed to Jewish fables. I think I have to read that over again. This is the book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 14. Not giving heed to Jewish fables.
Yeah, take the vaccine. That's a fable.
The mark of the beast is not a chip.
Another fable.
But only Amalek will come up with them type. Only Amalek is putting money in that. Hey, right now, right? Even on TikTok, if you do a video that has to do with the vaccine, they might take it out. If you do a video that has to do with exposing the vaccine, they might take it out.
Too much of the
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he only started uploading again this week.
Exactly. You see? So that's Amalek. So they love the Jewish fables, man. They're the one that come up with the lies.
Yeah.
And they're the one that take the back and giving it to some of our leaders. So that's the same thing, that Jewish fables is that part as well, man. That lie, that sleeping pill. Because money is a sleeping pill as well. You want you to sleep quick. Quickness.
Paper.
Verse 14. Not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn from the truth. Verse 15. Unto the pure all things are pure.
That's right.
But unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. But even their mind and conscience is defiled.
Hold on, you know that one, yeah? The Christian says one of my guys, has followed me. They follow us.
Yeah.
That, you know, anyway, we use that one to so that we can go forward.
They use this scripture that you just read.
What?
Read that again.
I need to read this again.
Hey, the Christian are bad.
I want to see how you can use
Don't rap with me.
I want to see how you can use this scripture to say you can eat pork. I must have missed
Hold
something.
on, I'll explain it.
Yeah. This is the book of Titus, chapter 1 and verse 15.
Yeah.
Unto the pure, all things are pure.
So first of all, this is how they take things out of context. You have to be just like the same thing with the act. When they say that, when the Most High show Peter, they say that
You can eat anything.
Oh, yeah, that-
it's the same thing they say all things are pure, meaning like everything that if you're pure.
I didn't see that.
If you have faith and you follow the Most High, then all things are pure. So you can eat this wine, you can eat.
You're good. Is that what it is?
How petty you? Nah.
But the next part is what's going to fit for that product.
But unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure.
But they don't even know.
But how do they know?
No. Yeah. That's what he knows, right? So yeah, read it again.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 15.
Yeah.
Unto the pure, all things are pure. But unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure.
That's right.
But even their mind and conscience is defiled. Verse 16. They profess.
That's why they're telling you you can eat anything you want, take vaccine, all kind of foolishness.
They profess that they know God, Yahweh power.
That's right.
But in words, which is the law, statutes, and commandments, by the way,
And also
and preaching in the highways and byways.
preaching the truth.
Nice correction. Preaching the truth in the highways and byways. But in works, they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate.
So they've always got something to say against the law, basically.
Reprobate.
Yeah.
Don't rap with the scriptures, you know. The Most High knew why he put these.
Covered every
But that point
angle.
is part when he say they profess
That
that they know Yahweh.
God.
So they'll go, they'll preach, they'll go at camp, they'll talk about, and there are no scriptures, and there are no precept, they'll bring it up, you know, they'll do whatever they do, you know, they'll go out in front of whoever and speak. But in their words, sorry, that's where the trouble comes.
And that's a good point that you say, because even like Christians who take it to there, if it was faith only, they would be the top. If it was all about just
They would be in
believing.
the kingdom by now,
That's
man.
what I'm saying.
Hey,
but
but
because
I'm
now
talking
there's
about
something,
now.
but because there's works that goes with it,
That's right.
there's where they fall short.
And-
Because they don't want to do anything.
That's
They want
right.
to sit down and believe their way into the kingdom.
That's right.
Kingdom
But
don't
in our case now, in Israel, obviously they do their work, but when they do it, but in doing the work, you can see that there's some phoniness, if I can say so. Can you say that phoniness?
Funniness, yeah.
There's some
Phoniness. Phoniness.
Yeah. There's some phoniness going on when you saying things, but at the same time you don't keep it 100%. You want to twist the truth. You can't twist the truth. The truth is not twisted. You can't just say, you know, the mark of the beast. It's not a chip. It is the chip.
Yeah.
You can't tell us to take the vaccine. But even Esau, listen, even Esau knows that vaccine is some BS. There's I don't know if it's Manchester or in Birmingham, there was a time when the army was going in the street and knocking at people's door. There's one guy, I think it's Liverpool. One guy came and like, what are you doing here?
Oh yeah, running them.
What are you doing? He said, I'm gonna send in all the social, media or whatever, the platform so people know that, because they know what's going on. They know what's going on. So if the children of Esau know what Esau is doing, why wouldn't you be able to know what Esau is doing against your own people? And you're gonna push them to restore their house. You know why? Because you took them back.
That's right.
That's the only thing.
The swag bag.
The swag bag.
So this is the book of Revelation, chapter 22 and verse 11. So just before I bring it out, I just want to set the premise. So basically, it's the last book of the Bible, and what it's illustrating here is tying into what I was speaking about in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah? Right.
Read it again in the jump.
All right. So this is the book of Titus, chapter 1 and verse, is it 16?
Yeah.
Verse or 13? 50, verse 15. Unto the pure, all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure, but even their mind and conscience is defiled. And I'll precept that now with Revelation chapter 22 and verse 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still.
That's what's going to happen, man. So he that loves filthy lucre, let him carry on loving his filthy lucre, man. Because at the end of the day, that's what the Most High say. We're not here to stop them from doing it.
No.
We just want to let the brothers who, are diligent,
The sincere brothers, yeah.
but may not know what's going on. We're here to let them know Oswani.
You see this book? This book is our constitution. It tells you everything. So this book says, let God be true, or let his word be true, and every man a liar. So we should rely on the word. When there's a controversy, you just go into the word, get the precept, talk to the brothers, and you'll get the understanding through the Spirit.
If it's for you to grab it.
Through the Spirit and your Hawaratata.
True, he said, if it's for you to grab it, because people that are but if the Moses don't want you to grab it, you're not going to grab it.
No, you definitely.
You have to make example of people, even in Israel. Because you would think that they will make example of Israel on the two-foot side. No. Even inside.
Always in-house cleaning. Always in-house. 24/5 is it?
No, come on. First Peter 5.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 1. This is the book of 1 Peter, Salaki, chapter 5, verse 1. And it reads, the elders which are among you I exhort, who am also an elder, who am also an elder and a witness of the suffering of Yahushua Mashiach, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed. Verse 2. Feed the flock of God which is among you.
You see that? It says, feed the flock. Yahushua says to Peter, feed my sheep. So this is what we come out here to do, feed the people them with truth. Yeah, the truth of the scriptures, not twisting it. You know, some will twist the word for filth and lucre. We're not saying that's what's happening in this case, but you know, some has been known to do that. But we're here to feed the flock.
But I think it's filth and lucre. But why would someone tell other people when he knows the truth, telling them what would prompt someone? Right?
I'm not
to tell them
evidence
to
to that,
take
so I'm not going to put it on him.
No, I'll put it up because I know through the spirit that, and I bet you, I put my hand in fire, right? Because that's time for everything. Mark my word today, you will know that Gehenna took it back. You will know that certain brothers in Israel took the bag. If they haven't took the bag, they decided to make money of Israel. Mark my word, because everything that is in there will come out. I'm not going to come here and say something that because I know. It's not listen, everything that goes here, I've seen it before. And I can see patterns.
That's right.
I see patterns. I know how Jake moves. When Jake comes start doing this thing, it's usually someone putting a battery on his back. Now, how am I going to put the battery on his back? How does Esau do it? I give you some money.
Money or the women.
How not be off, man? How not be offered from them? But because we don't like, we don't make Rebuke our ministry. But we see things from a long time ago now. Not a certain thing, but it's coming out now.
Well, you can research this for yourself. You just
listen, researching and we seeing people. I'm not even going to go into it. There's video out there and there's things out there that prove what I'm saying about. I'm not even going to mention anything. I know in Israel all the hair that sold out. I was watching one day IUIC when I did a thing, right? And IUIC pull out something. The leader. My dad was into rose, it's called a rose quark. The Rosicrucian, yeah? They have a symbol. Yeah. He pulled it out. On the Bible, he pulled it out.
Yeah.
Listen, that's anything that I don't want to get into, but like I say, the truth shall come out. Because nothing that is hidden will stay hidden forever, man.
So, as I was saying, if you research the FBI files, COINTELPRO, under the statute of limitations, they released it. They showed how they infiltrated all of these organizations, starting from Marcus Garvey's, coming all the way up.
Black Panthers,
all of them.
All of that.
And
that's
there's
part of the COINTELPRO.
And there's an operative that worked in like 3 or 4 of these organizations. And he also did some videos explaining what he did and how he was used by the government. So this is well known, yeah? It's well known.
There are a lot of agents in Israel right now, and the leaders are being are selling out because we are the end of this. They're trying to make it. They're trying to stick it. That's why they're always trying to. They're always trying to link violence. Want to say something?
Yeah. I just remember too. The name in particular of this file is, if my memory serves me correct, to stop the rise
of the Messiah
of a black Messiah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's part of the quarantine.
Yeah.
So these Israelite movement that you see, it's a very, very serious movement. Trump called us the prophet of doom. That's our prophet. He called us the prophet of doom.
Yeah.
If you think that your office is not an important office, think again. This is a serious part of it all, because this is the end of it.
That's right.
This is what's going to bring, the apocalypto.
That's right.
All right, you're the one that announcing. You're blowing the trumpet.
Yeah.
Do you think Esau don't know that you're blowing the trumpet? Do you think that Esau ain't gonna infiltrate the movement? It will infiltrate the movement, man.
He's done it already.
It's already there, man.
But the thing is, the spirit of truth, the spirit of Yahabashim Yahushua, it penetrates. So they can't stop it. They can try and divert it, but they can't stop it.
And also, like, if you're a naked, you come in a camp. What are you going to hear? Keep the laws and precept or some precept.
Exactly.
That's what you're going to learn, man.
And do it twice.
We don't have no hidden agenda.
But you know what they're not going to like? Is the unity of brothers.
That's right.
That's what they're not going to like. Because yes. You see? So as much as,
I get what you're saying.
that's the problem. They know if we're unified and we come together under one umbrella, they're done for.
When we unify, we electrify.
That's why they divide and conquer. That's why
Not always they're going to find something that say, these guys are teaching it. They just want to dismantle it.
And just to add to that, that's also the reason why they're gentrifying our neighborhood.
Yes.
So what they're doing, they're destroying communities.
Yes.
So
it makes sense. But they can't stop this because at the end of the day, it's Yahweh. Hey, they say the house of David,
its word shall not go void.
Stronger and stronger. And the more they're trying to break it, the more stronger we are, man. But this is a divine thing.
That's right.
Right?
Finish with verse 3.
I was on 2.
Oh, you've got it.
Yeah. 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 2.
Get out.
Didn't finish this. Feed the flock of God which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre. But of a ready mind.
That's right.
They chop my money.
Verse 3. Neither as being lords over God's heritage, but being examples to the flock.
That's right.
Example. So we must live to show an example.
Feed the flock, be an example to the flock.
That's right.
Don't lead the flock astray.
Verse 4 of 1 Peter chapter 5. And when the chief shepherd shall appear, so when he appears, ye shall receive a crown of glory. And here's a good point, that fadeth not away.
Hey, that's the good point. I'm not going to go into it. We're talking about the corruptible crown and the incorruptible. That's right. Make up your mind, man.
Jeremiah. This is the book of Jeremiah 3. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 15. And it reads, and I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 15. and I will give you pastors according to mine heart.
Yes, right.
At the end of the day, if there's brothers out there that's leading the people astray, Most High is going to raise up. You know, it's a balance. It's a balance. So he's going to raise up brothers that's actually teaching and leading the people rightly, that's actually feeding the flock.
Which shall feed you with knowledge
He's going to feed you with knowledge.
and
Yeah, because that's going to be the stability of your time. In that day, you're going to want to know not to take the vaccine rather than following a brother that says take the vaccine.
So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 3 and verse 23. And it reads, O Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself.
Really and truly, if these brothers are going off, it's not really in them, it's the Most High that's guiding their steps at the end of the day. That's the long and short. This is why you have to fear your how much and your shot.
That's right.
It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. So wait a minute, so
What did I miss?
you already know, Israel, you already know. You already know. So I have to So I have the perfect precept for that, which is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 9. A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directs his steps.
Verse 1.
Yeah, I was saying the next, yeah. So this is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 1. The preparations of the heart in man, and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord.
That's why you have to fear the Most High, from brothers telling you to take the vaccine, don't take it. No, but the Most High put it in his spirit to say that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well,
And then I'll end it with Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 24. Oh, okay. So this is the book of Proverbs chapter 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will.
This is the Most High's movie, man.
Right.
We're just playing our part in that movie, and the Aratazar is you know, we're one of the stars at the end.
Yeah. Yahweh Ratazar.
Yeah.
Proverbs, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 20 and verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way?
That's right.
Yeah, it's your turn now.
okay, as always, we're coming to the end now. We're about to close. So you know.
Out.
Every 16 I'm gonna make sure I'm out of there when you're doing very well.
Okay, now this is the conclusion of the whole matter. Everything that we've brought out today. So you know, those brothers that are telling you to take the vaccine, like what the brother just brought out and everything that we brought out, you know that, and through history as well, how the other nations has dealt with us. They have never ever done anything to our benefit. It's always to be to our demise. And yeah, and history, even in the scriptures, teaches us that. So we must be aware of these things, and this is why it was written. So you don't have to say, "Oh, did he say this? Did he say that?" Turn to the scripture, and you'll know exactly what was said. Well, with that, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13, and this is the conclusion of the whole matter. And it reads, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter."
Oh, that's it. happened is that when the camera captured the song, YouTube have an algorithm for that. Which captured. I can't even speak. So YouTube has an algorithm. So YouTube, you don't do that. YouTube have.
No, I know that algorithm.
His demon is too sound. Too deep. So YouTube has an algorithm where you can actually pick up the music and, you know what I'm saying, like, it will now, what is it, copyright strike.
Well, you don't get a strike, but they're telling you can't monetize it.
Yes, you can't monetize it.
Not that we do that anyway.
Yeah, but we don't need that because I thought he said that some place couldn't be. Some place. Obviously, the country that is which we don't care if these people don't watch it or we still go out. People, you never know. But the point is, he's coming with his music, playing it blatantly, and how video. And that's the second time. He did it last time.
If this happened, that'll be the third time. Because how the hell am I doing a copyright strike?
It's Steve, man, that demon. And all music, it always play Jake music, man. If you're ESO, play some ESO music. Don't play Jake music. Anyway, that's beside it.
Yeah.
Anyway, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. And this is the conclusion of all we've brought out today.
That's right.
And previous and to come. And it reads, Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. And that's the Israelite man, woman and child. For I'm told. Verse 14. For God, Yahweh, shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. So don't think Yahweh Bar Shim Yahushai don't see what you're doing.
Right.
He sees all, and if it's good, you'll get the white stone.
That's
if
right.
it isn't, well,
You get the
well, need I say more?
You get the fire
The
stone.
red stone,
the red star, I like that one. The other one star.
So with that, we're going to close out. We're going to give all praises to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Wahar, Wahar, Wadash. Boom, Yahshua. Stay tuned until next week. We out.
We have to